Alright, it's time. Another week. ZTGD Radio. This is episode 859 for September 8th, 2025. And on the show this week, we got Anthony.
I'm here.
Good turds.
I'm here too.
We got the Wombat.
I am here 3.
And with our powers combined. No.
Which one of you is
We ain't
Heart?
saving shit.
No, you. I'm
I
not
ain't
Heart.
Heart.
I ain't Heart.
I ain't Heart.
No.
Okay. We gotta find someone to be Heart. Gotta bully them into being Heart.
That's the Captain Planet way. We don't bully motherfuckers into recycling. Bitch, you
Yep.
gonna be Heart. Anyway, there's a whole lot of video games. There are too many video games right now.
You're right.
I forgot
really
about
is.
games. Like I was playing something the other day. I was like, oh fuck, I need to finish Shinobi. Like,
Yep. I just got to play that because I won that contest and I got my code.
that game is so fucking good, and I keep forgetting that I need to finish it.
Yeah, it's pretty too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of games. And it's just going to pick up because we're going into fall. So, I mean, it's about to be
Yeah.
a hell of more.
Like, there's a few big games this week, but like this week feels like the light week, which is crazy because there's still some big shit coming out. But I feel like I've played so many games. So like, if your game is just kind of meh right now, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But let's see what's going on. Anthony, do you want to kick us off with your No Man's
I mean,
Skyness?
I have not, but I've just played No Man's Sky. At this point, like, I'm taken from Ryan, where it's like, I'm gonna play a game from, like, way too long ago, and that's gonna be my time for the next God knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with No Man's Sky, yes, that is going to be a long time. That game, you could do so much now. It's crazy.
I got a fucking... So now, like, storage is no longer a problem because I have a freighter.
What?
I
Say
can
what?
just land in the freighter.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
You're-
like on your PC. I was like, what? What's a freighter?
No. Like, storage as in, like, all the fucking bullshit chemicals and elements that you pick up. Problem is like, early on, you have to be like, I don't know if I need this right now, but, like, it's worth a
Yep.
lot of money. And now it's just like, I hoard everything. Fuck you. All this stuff is coming with me because it doesn't matter. I have a bunch of space now.
Do you have
I
the
have,
teleporter for your freighter so you can
freighter?
like
Not yet. No.
Okay,
But
yeah, that's
It's
really
it's
handy.
it's the problem is finding the freighter parts to get the upgrade
Mhm.
paths and stuff. But other than that, like, yeah, this game kicks ass, and it's fucking mind blowing that we've come this far with this game.
It's more mind blowing that you've come this far with this game for fucking free.
Yeah,
They've never
I mean,
charged for an upgrade,
too.
right?
That is true. Yeah, no, they have not.
That's crazy.
Like, it's yeah. I am just kind of shocked at how much there is in this game now at this point. Like, because I played it when it launched, and I think we went over this last week or whatever. But sorry, something in the game decided to contact me. Like, fuck off. I played it when it launched, and I vaguely remember the very minimal story. So I did kind of look that up on what the main story has become. And from what I read, it's the most brilliant piece of meta commentary I've ever seen. I don't know if it was intentional at the beginning, but it's sort of brilliant. Because originally my main thing was like I just got to get to another galaxy and keep getting to the center of the galaxy so I could run into this entity called Atlas, and learn some languages along the way. And there's a lot of talk of Atlas, and Atlas is still in the story, but it's very different now. Um, and so yeah, it's just this sort of like I'm just surprised on how much content is in here. Um, that wasn't there in the beginning, but it still feels like the same game to some extent. Like for all the stuff they've added, it's still somewhat like true to that original experience I had. I'm just kind of mind blown at like how they've sort of solved the issues I had with it originally while doing other things. There's creatures are now really fucking wild because like at first I was like, okay, yeah, I remember sort of the creatures were not as interesting early on. And yeah, you got your dinosaur stuff. There's giant fucking bugs. I landed on a planet that was on fire all the time, and all the animals that are quote unquote creatures, whatever you want to call them, that were on there are like robotic because they're the only things that can survive on this planet that's constantly on fire. Um,
That's
they
cool.
kind of looked like a robotic deer, except for one that kind of looked like a like little mite creature that had like a giant pillar off the back of it. And now you can like befriend them. So I try to like befriend the weirdest monstrosities I can find. I have one of the giant bugs. I have this like weird teddy bear looking thing. I legit have the flying spaghetti monster. It's just a giant meatball with fucking tentacles off of it. And I kind of love the fact that they talk to you too. That was the first one. I was like, I got to make the creature pellets to befriend this fucking thing, and then it just talks to me the entire time. It's like with me. So I have one of those. Um, yeah, it's just there's these weird fucking creatures now. Like one of them's like a ball, and then there's like weird stuff where it's like I found a planet that was I want to say it's gravitno ball, like
Sure,
gravity
let's
and no.
just give me the coordinates.
Sure.
I'll go right there.
Yeah. The like what because it's still randomized these all these galaxies and stuff. Landing you sometimes land on a planet and you're like, "Oh, this is payday. This is payday," and all I have to do is just keep moving because as soon as I pick up one of those, it alerts the sentinels, which are very different from what they originally were, I guess, because now they just kind of warp in. But and that's a part of the plot too. So I'm running around picking up these things just to sell them off, and I'm running out of space because I can only carry so much on me. Um, but then like yeah, it's brilliant because like I remember breaking the game originally on PS4 because I landed on a planet and like every 100 feet or so, like every 100 steps, there was another backpack upgrade. So I just kept doing that on the same planet. And now they've kind of fixed that aspect where you need the maps to kind of help you find them. You can just stumble upon them, and you kind of find out when there's no more on the planet as well. Because when you like use one of those maps, it'll just bring you to one you've already been to. Um, yeah, I mean, I love this game. It's so funny because like if you'd asked me even 2 years ago, I probably would have been like, yeah, they updated it, but I don't know if it's my thing. And then I was just like, you know what? I needed a game that could do all the deficit disorder sort of stuff, where it's like, ooh, what's over there? Hey, let's do that thing. And this game is kind of now perfect for that. I just constantly are just doing random shit. It's like, oh, on my way, I'm gonna walk. It says that thing is 20 minutes away on foot, and I'm gonna do all 20 minutes of that because I'm just gonna stop and pick up shit on my way. So, and Terrence jumped into one of my worlds once, so that's cool too. That's now easy to do rather than like trying to finagle that. Because I remember when that launched, that wasn't a possibility. So,
No.
I've also played a little bit of Is This Seat Taken, which is a great puzzle game, and that's kind of it. So,
All right.
exciting times.
I mean, it's always exciting times. So we'll move on to Terrence.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a lot of stuff. Hold on. I was trying to find the right way to look at this so it would show me like, because I have a lot of
Is
stuff.
the right way to look at it sideways?
It always is. It always is. Sideways. Okay. So, I couldn't talk about this last week, but I'm reviewing, which I'm probably ready to write it up. Metal Eden came out, and this, I don't know, this feels like a Ken type of game, but I think you probably won't like it because it's very Doom-esque as far as, you kind of run and just gun. But it's unfortunately Doom Eternal.
Mm.
Because you have a lot of shit. So, and then you throw in some Titanfall because you can run on walls. You have a jetpack. You can slide. You pull these. You have these like telekinetic powers where you can pull these cores out because it's a sci-fi, shooter. So you pull these cores out of these robotic enemies and you throw them for like grenades, or you can empower your melee, which you need to do on like armored enemies. And so you basically punch through their armor to weaken it, and then you can, pop off with your different guns or whatever. There's no reload like, in Doom. When your gun is out, you switch guns. It has the whole circle wheel as far as picking weapons. It's very fast paced. I would say, like I said, there's a lot of Titanfall DNA in this game too. It looks good. It's very pretty. If you asked me what was going on, I wouldn't be able to really tell you. There's some AI voice that's talking to me about being a better hunter and bringing down the system and stuff like that. But I really have just been running around shooting stuff. And unlike a lot of those games that really kind of wind up all those different abilities, this really kind of throws a lot at you from the outset, as far as juggling, the different stuff. And I know that was what most of y'all's issue was with Doom Eternal, was that you had to do so much, swinging from this thing and then use this gun to kill this, but then slam this thing, but then jump over. And this kind of has that type of stuff. I will say like the wall running and like grappling and stuff like that. Nope, that's a lie. I was going to say it wasn't really used too much during fights. It was mainly just kind of getting around, but that's a lie. No, it actually that was in that like boss fight thing. So, not a bad game at all. If you enjoy those Doom type games, again, especially if you really enjoy Doom Eternal, because you are going to juggle a lot of things during fights. But it's, it's pretty solid. It's not horrible. Just not necessarily my type of game. Let's see. I did not play Silk Song, so I won't be talking about that. Did anybody play Silk Song?
I did.
Anybody on here play Silk Song? Oh, did you? Oh, okay. Well, you can talk about Silk Song. Yeah.
Sure.
I found out my son played the first one because he was over here.
How does he feel about that character, Hollow Knight?
Well, so he didn't finish the first one, but he was telling me like, oh yeah, that's and I'm like, oh, okay, well, cool or whatever. I guess he knows some of the lore, but I guess he wasn't even plugged in enough to be aware that there was a sequel. So
did they make a nude mod for the first game?
I don't know, and I don't understand why they have a nude mod.
Well, my question is, why can't Silk Song crawl?
That's fair.
Can't crawl. Or she can't? Is it a she? Is it a he? What is it?
The new game is a female, I believe.
It's that's an old. It's
a
Terrence.
Wii U.
Metroid can't crawl.
Why can't Metroid crawl? Yeah.
Like people had never played Metroid, and like somebody put on the Miiverse, why can't Metroid crawl?
Because they thought the main character in Metroid's name was Metroid.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, okay. I like when we see stuff like that. You're like, oh, wow. Okay, well, you've never actually played the game or something. You just, okay, that's not. All right. What else did I play? Because I reviewed this too. Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion.
That game is not good.
It's Yeah, man, it's pretty mid. Okay, so it looks good. So the first one was like a mech game. You know, a lot more like Armored Core. In this, you're not in a mech, you're more like in a power suit. So, Lord Jesus, it has an open world. It looks really good. They don't do enough with the open world. The combat is cool. It's kind of fast and fluid, which it in essence is kind of like Armored Core 2 because you can your little power suit with various weapons, shoulder mounted stuff, and everything. Like all of the weapons have different abilities and pluses and minuses because it's that type of game. So as you fighting, enemies in the open world, they're going to drop loot and different stuff. But the story, oh, child. You make your own person, and the outsiders want to. Oh my god. The story is a lot of those, like the ones that give us like the crazy names, and this faction is fighting this faction, and you're like caught in between. Like it's very generic. There's nothing great about this story, and I really wanted to like this game because I like the mech, especially the fast-paced combat like mech type of games. And the first one was pretty fun. I don't know if any of y'all actually played it. I think it came out on Switch, but I played it on PC. This just is not it, unfortunately. I don't. How far did you even play, Ken?
Dude, I didn't even
can't
make it
imagine
through.
you got far at all.
I didn't even make it through the tutorial. I was like, this plays like shit.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those games that I don't know how to describe it, but if you've ever played one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where like the aiming just feels off. Where like you point one direction, but then the camera fucks up, and it's like behind your character, and it's way too jittery and fast, and it does not feel good to play at all.
The weapons don't really feel satisfying either. Like and you have stuff like assault rifles and shotguns, rockets, and then you have melee weapons like swords and spears and stuff. I think I only use the melee weapons just because all of the guns and stuff just felt so underwhelming because you're fighting in most cases these big creatures that are known as immortals that are on this land.
Immortals.
And I'm sitting here with this assault rifle. Now, mind you, assault rifle. So when I hear that, I'm thinking, you know what I mean? I play fucking Call of Duty at Battlefield. I'm about to go off. No, this assault rifle is like bang, bang, bang. And I'm like, what the fuck? First of all, I'm like, okay, so I'm in a big, power suit. This gun is bigger than normal. So, okay, so these are obviously bigger bullets. But then when it hits the enemy, it's like 23 damage. 13 damage. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck are we doing? And this health bar is like half across the screen. Like, I don't know. I don't know who specifically this is for, but yeah, none of the ammo type weapons like that felt good to play with. None of them gave like a satisfying amount of damage. I mean, even after putting hours in and grinding stuff out, like I still just used the melee and kind of like the quick dodges and stuff like that. I
mean, it's very telling that like people were talking about this game before it came out, and then it came out, and literally nobody's talking about it.
I haven't heard nothing about it, so yeah, it's very telling. So yeah, it wasn't for me. I think my review for it is up. If you want to read it, it's not all that, unfortunately. Let's see. What else did I play? I'm trying to think if there was something else that the embargo was up. Here's my list. I already talked about that. Okay. So I played Marvel Rivals because I play that, all the time. New season's about to start. We talked about that last week. It starts next week, actually, the new season. I did not get to go back to Kingdom Come Deliverance this week, so still.
Hey, you made it to the wedding at least.
I know, right? So we've moved it along. I did see that the DLC comes out in a couple days, so I actually do want to press that because I do want to play it. I want my house.
Yeah, you got to get to
I love the blacksmith.
Yeah, you got to get to the second city. So the there's a little bit you'll have to do before you get to the second city. Not a ton between the wedding and the second city, but some stuff to do.
Gotcha. Well,
All
that'll
the
be
comedians
my
that come out of there.
What's
all the
that?
what?
I said I love the comedians that come out of there. Second City.
Oh,
come on
Second
now.
City. Yeah, right.
Second thing. But yeah, that'll be my goal for the week because I definitely want that DLC with the blacksmithing, and I want my house and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's super cool. Played some Helldivers. Let me tell you something. I don't know if I have fellow Helldivers listening right now or not, but fuck that Oceania planet. Just let it go. We just need to let it go. Just let it go.
I have not played. I have not gone back to it. So I haven't played any of the new content. One of these days, when I'm not so fucking busy, I'm gonna go back to it. But
Well, you let me know and I'll drop with you. But
Yeah.
it's hopefully it's fixed by then because it's pretty rough right now. Like they dropped the tunnels and you have like burrowing enemies and stuff now. Well, like when they burrow, like the pathfinding is messed up. When they come out, like you get like stunned if you're not right because you can see like the mound coming toward you, and like if you time it right, you can dodge out of the way. But especially in Super Helldive, which is where I've been, playing, there is so much shit, and it's like I feel like there's a difference between something being difficult and then something like being artificially difficult. That makes sense. Like I feel like they just are making it artificially difficult with the Super Helldive by throwing just waves upon waves of stuff at you like endlessly. And then like I said, the burrowing stuff, when it hits you, like you get stun locked for a second. So if there's like hella stuff that was coming at you, you literally will be stun locked against the wall, just getting killed. Like you can't use your stem. You can't do that. You just end up dead.
That's the reason why it's called Hella Divers.
No, I know. Listen, I understand, but it's just too much. And then you got, Redacted. I can't talk about that because you haven't. I don't want to spoil that. But it's fuck that planet, man. It's too much. Like I honestly think the bugs are actually the hardest thing to play against in that game. I think the machines are probably the easiest thing to fight.
Yeah, they seem to take turns over the course of this game, switching back and forth between which ones are the hardest. Because I remember, obviously, the bots were the hardest to start, and then they added in the flying bugs, and it was like, oh man, yeah, now the bugs are hard again. And then they've got the freaking jet fighters or whatever, and it's like, okay, now the bots are the hardest. Like they keep switching back and forth depending on who gets new stuff added. That's
funny. I didn't even think about that. You're right. Because now the bugs are the hardest. Because we went to go fight some machines just to decompress a bit. Because
relax a little. Yeah.
Yes. It was like we couldn't evacuate, and it's so many like bugs and glitches, and it's not just the Xbox.
That's what I was going to add.
Some of that. Yeah. So many, because the dropship stuff is happening with, everybody. And then like the pathing with, the stratagems and when you're dropping stuff in is completely off. Like you'll throw down the beacon and, when I throw down the beacon for my weapon, I expect that's where it's going to go. Bro, I got killed by somebody because the beacon, it decided to drop it like 3 feet away from where the blue line was and on top of me. And I'm like, what?
That's weird.
What are we doing? Yeah, like none of the beacons line up anymore. Like that's a lie. It picks and chooses when it wants to do it, but more often than not, it lands wherever the fuck it wants. Like I've had mechs land on top of the little when you have to go underground, like the caves, like it lands on top of the cave where I can't get it, even though I put it down way over in the middle somewhere. Like it's frustrating. So it needs a patch. They need to resolve it. Because it's a lot right now. But yeah, when you get on there, you let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you
know. Let's see. I did play some No Man's Sky. I have a Corvette, a pretty basic Corvette built right now because I still have to farm a lot of the good parts because they don't.
You might want to explain what a Corvette is.
I mean, it's the thing Mark Hamill was working
Chevrolet
on
car
over the summer.
Basically.
Corvette Summer.
Wow. Okay, I thought you were talking about the Carillion Corvette. Now I was gonna be like, damn, look at you, Star Wars fan. Okay. Anyway,
Well, I mean,
so a
I know that one
Corvette
too,
is
but he also was in Corvette Summer with Annie Potts.
uh yes, he was. Wait, is that what that movie was called? Was it
Yeah,
Corvette Summer?
Corvette Summer.
Nice. Okay. Um so a Corvette is so in No Man's Sky you have, your normal spaceship, which is like a kind of like a fighter, and then you get the freighters, which you can land a whole bunch of those fighters in, and random ones will come in too. And then like Anthony said, like you increases your storage and stuff. And there's also expeditions that you can send your freighters out on, which is a whole nother thing. But Corvettes are if you think about, like in Star Wars, the Carillion Corvette, big space ships, capital type ships that have habitable, components, and the engines are bigger. Like you can have gathering spaces and stuff like that. So like mine right now is like I've seen ones that have built. People have built like the super destroyers from Helldivers. So there's a lot of flexibility that you can build with the Corvette system, and it essentially is just a bigger, like a capital ship for the game, and it's a gathering space too. So like your friends can come on board, and you can set a course. Giggity! Wow. Anyways, you can set a course to something that said autopilot, and be traveling to wherever wherever you're going, and you can walk around the ship and interact with stuff. And there's also a mission, like a mission terminal that you can build on your Corvette. So like you can pick up like missions directly, which is, go here and, scan this, and just the typical type of missions that they have in No Man's
My
Sky.
favorite are the please go and kill a bunch of stuff. And you're like, just anything? And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, just whatever you
It's
want.
the most fucked up missions where it's like, yeah, just land anywhere and just shoot a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, that doesn't seem very good for anybody.
Fuck 'em.
But I'm like, all right, I'll take this easy money. I'll take this easy boost to my standing inside this guild. Even though it's like, what the fuck are we? It literally just says cull creatures. I'm like, okay, all right,
Yep.
like,
Yep.
there ain't that many on this fucking planet, and I'm killing the last 3 that exist. Like,
Eliminate this species.
That's exactly. It was like, that's a little much. We don't want to put that. So just pull the creatures.
I need to go back to that game too, because I haven't played it since I played it a lot last year. My wife had surgery, and so I was off work for a little while helping her recover, and I played it a lot while she was resting, and I have not gone back to it. It plays great on the Steam Deck, so it's kind of the perfect little game to just chill on the couch with. So I need to at some point go back to that as well. I got too many games to go back to.
I feel like we all do. Like there's so much stuff. I think that's I played, like I said, I played some of Shinobi. I'm not too far in. But that's really, I'm not reviewing it. That's just for fun. Very pretty game. That art style is, man, something else. And then I haven't got a chance to play it, to start it up yet, but I'm playing Lego Voyagers for review, but can't talk about that just yet. I think next week is that embargo. Or actually, it's this week that it's up. It's this week. I think it's this week.
Too many fucking video games.
There's so many. Like, I'm looking at this list. Oh, I jumped back into Metaphor Refantasio. I just like saying that name.
Sure, just jump into this fucking 110-hour RPG. That's an idea.
Yeah, you just jump in and out, and then play a little bit and be like, oh, this is some good music, and then hop back out.
Yeah, so you play and you do like a day of school or whatever the fuck they're in those games, because that's what they do.
This one's not school. This one's like Game of Thrones, because he's not even in school. You're like dealing with political stuff. Yeah.
Oh, so what you're saying is it'll end poorly. Gotcha.
It just won't end. They don't ever finish it.
Yeah, the last book's being written, sort of, maybe, probably not.
Maybe.
I don't understand how this man just he do everything but the thing he being paid to do. And then turn up when people be like, well, where's the book, bro? How you gonna get mad at us asking? And I'm saying us like I'm really part of the fan base. I'm not. I feel bad for y'all. But like, how you gonna get mad at them for asking where the book is when they see you producing games, movies, TV shows, probably sex tapes? Like this nigga doing everything but write this last book. Like, bro.
I can't wait for him and Yu Suzuki to make something that never ends.
That right?
Smartest thing I ever did was stop reading the books when the TV show came out.
See, yep, I've heard a couple people say that, and I never actually started. I was going to start the books, and then the TV show, like they announced it, I was like, oh well, shit, I'm gonna wait. So yeah,
I mean,
I was 3 books in. I was 3 books in when the TV show. Well, I was 2.5 books in when the TV show got announced, and then I kind of finished up the 3rd book. And was like, you know what? I'm just going to wait, and we'll see how the TV show goes before I read anything else. And I'm glad that I did.
I've heard the books are a hell of a lot worse than the TV show, and the TV show is pretty bad.
What do you mean? In terms of content?
The gross sex stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I've heard that. And I've about some.
Well, everyone, just to I can sum up all of it by just saying that everyone is younger in the books than in the show.
What the fuck is wrong with that dude?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The in the first season they were a little bit closer in age to what they are in the book, but gotcha. Yeah, they're younger.
Jesus Christ.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, one day that fan base will see their
perverted ass Guillermo del Toro lookalike.
And then I played, and I figured I'd talk about this last because I think everybody played it, so we can all just kind of collectively. Or it could just be a segue to Ryan. I played 2K26. Which, you know. Okay, so I tried and I guess Ryan's story is funnier, but I tried the little face scan thing, and it just didn't work for me. Like, I tried a lot of times. It just glitched out. Because I guess it lets you, put your face on your character. Is this the first time it's done that? Or has it done
they've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't they have that back on like the PS2 era, like late PS2?
Well, I know they had it on 360 because you could use the vision camera.
Yeah.
That I knew for sure, yeah. I just think that there was like one where it was like iToy or something like that. Or
you gotta mail. Wasn't there one where you had to email your fucking picture to the server?
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Is funny.
Yeah, and then remember Rainbow Six had the face scan,
dude,
quote unquote face scan as well, where they basically just pasted a picture of your face on the top of the model.
Dude, Rainbow Six back then, my face scan had a really bad hairline. It was just projecting the future.
Yeah. It was.
I look now like I looked back then on Rainbow Six.
Oh, that's funny. Oh man, yeah, my thing was so bad because it was.
Dude, we used to crack up laughing when we were playing with each other, and like you would go into cover and you'd see that fucking face, and you just start laughing at him like, look at fucking Ryan's face. We were very professional operatives in that game.
Yeah, very.
Oh shit, I love that game. That game was so fun.
Same. Yeah. Oh man, those good old days. But yeah, so face scan aside, I don't understand this new generation of basketball games. Because I'm from the era
so you have to play the last couple where like your dead friend comes back as a ghost.
Jesus Christ!
As directed by Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Is this what directed by Spike Lee?
You're in a black family regardless of your skin color, which has some really weird implications.
You got
That's
a black
actually
father in this one, regardless of your skin color as well.
That
that's
at
hilarious. Okay.
least if you only see one parent, it's a bit different.
Right.
Dude, I didn't even
Yeah,
know what
that's
to
true.
do. Like I boot the game up and it makes me pick
That
a
was I was going to
person.
get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me pick a person, and then like I'm having this conversation with this dude. I have no idea who it is.
Yep.
And he's like, "Let's play a Legends game," and he's automatically, "I got Jordan." I'm like, "What the fuck are we
And I'm like,
doing?"
what the fuck? You cheating? Like off the rip.
Well, he took like Jordan and like Shaq, and like I'm like, "Who the fuck do I get?" I'm like, "I don't know basketball. I was gonna take Jordan."
So I knew people.
That
on my
guy, by
Legends
the way,
team.
is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who won the MVP in the league last year.
Okay, those are
okay,
words. I don't know what
I
they
assume-
mean.
I assumed it was a real player. Like I took the context clues because that's what I was telling my son too, because he had came over and we played a bunch of matches. I was like, bro, I ain't watched basketball and I don't know none of these fucking kids that's in the current stuff. I picked all classic rosters because those are the ones I know.
Yeah,
You may also recognize him from the cover of the game.
no, no.
You know what? I will say this. That's nice that they actually did something with the cover star for once.
Like I don't.
Yeah.
I couldn't even
Except
tell
just
you.
curse him and make him get hurt. That's the Madden thing, I guess.
Dude, I'm pretty sure like there's a basketball dude in Overwatch right now where there's like a an event based on him, and like you can even get like some XP if you make the basketball. And if you've played Overwatch, you know there's a place where you can hit basketball into a hoop. Like, and you get XP bonus or an achievement or something for doing it. I have no idea who that dude is either, but I know that
Some shithead.
whatever
Some
he's
shithead
doing,
is standing there trying to cause me to miss my shot.
all
I
I
don't know who that would be, Ken.
What are you talking about?
Fuck you.
Yeah,
You're just mad because I
listen,
could make it. You couldn't.
I don't.
Well,
and I
I'm
can-
not
I can
standing there
hardly-
fucking being a distracting asshole.
Do you
One
get
time
free
I
shots
had
in the
fucking
NBA,
standing in
son?
the
No,
way.
step up your game.
Piece of shit. Yeah, absolute piece of shit.
You know what? And so they have that in this game where when you're doing a free throw shooting, the opposing person can like pull the triggers and make the stuff shake. But like, and I get all that's like a throwback to, when we played. And I feel like it's so less, like, I don't understand how, I don't think it really affects them because now you literally just have to look at the meter. And that's what I was getting to with this. So yes, I feel you can too. Cause I was like, damn, I'm just trying to play a quick game and it done made me have a cutscene. I
You
gotta
couldn't
talk to
skip
this
it.
nigga. I gotta make a new, I know.
You
I
can't
gotta
skip.
make
You
a
can't do
nigga.
nothing.
Yeah, you can't skip it.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, I just want to play a quick game of basketball. I'm not ready to do the story shit yet. Like, damn.
And I'm like,
So-
Yeah,
bitch,
they
I
do
just
that almost
downloaded.
every year. They do that like soft launch into My Career, My Player because
Got
they
you.
want the first thing you do to create your My Player.
Motherfucker, I just
Gotcha.
spent $80 and downloaded 130 gigs. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
Well, we're going to get
Right.
into it, but their expectation is that you don't spend $80, that you spend like $200.
Oh, 100%. But that's never gonna happen.
So, yep. And I figured I was going to leave that for you. So I didn't even mess with my player and I didn't go to the city because I already knew they was going to hit me up for VC. And I was like, no, fuck y'all. So you could tell us about all of that. But so yeah, I just wanted to play a quick game. I don't know these new people. I picked the classic people. I think I picked the Bulls 95, 96.
Yeah, that's who I
Jordan,
always pick.
Rodman. Yeah, okay. Yep. See, me too. That's my squad. And my son was like, "Ooh, you cheating?" I was like, "No, it ain't cheating if it's in the game." And so he picked.
This ain't
Who
EA
you pick?
Sports, bitch.
He picked. He had Allen Iverson on his team. I can't remember what year it was, but he was playing with and AI was like literally the only person on the team because he was so bad. He was like, "Damn, can't nobody else shoot." Like, listen, bro. Back in the day, sometimes you only had one star. Everybody else was just there. I don't think AI ever got a ring, and that's probably why.
He did not.
Yeah.
Fucking
But
Dan
so-
Marino of basketball.
Basically, because he was really good. It's crazy he never.
He was
But
great.
the thing that I guess bothers me the most is I'm so used to because I think I played either last year or 24. I can't remember. The whole meter thing just throws me off. like having to watch for every shot, like to see if I'm in this little green area. Whereas back in the day, you watch the player and you let
Time
go
it
of the
based on it,
button when they
yeah.
reach, at the top of the
Well,
jump.
now, supposedly, the meter and the animation are supposed to line up, but what you find is that there's so many shooting animations
I was learning
that
that.
it
Yep.
makes the meter different depending on the shooting animation.
That's
So
the other thing.
you do kind of have to watch the animation a little bit to try to release at the top. It's just there's so many. It's not like NBA Live 95 where there was one shooting animation. There's a bunch, so you got to kind of pay attention to where your player's at in this specific animation.
And so, what's that with when it changes? Because I played some WNBA matches too. Because again, I wanted to kind of experience everything. And I will say, man, they really gypped the WNBA side on looks, like as far as likeness. Like
Yeah.
the male players look so much like their
I don't
real
know
life
that they did.
counterparts.
I don't know that they did face scan for the WNBA
I don't think
except
they
for
did.
maybe a couple players.
Got you.
I haven't really got into that section yet, but last year's was similar. The WNBA representation was a step back from the NBA.
Got you. Okay. But what I noticed, what I was getting at is I was playing with Caitlin Clark's team, who her character, God, does not, it favors her like
It favors her.
And I had him going against Angel Reese's team, whose character also favors her. And I was pulling up at the 3, and I was taking the shot, and I had a super like wide green thing, and I guess a defender slid in, and all of a sudden it got super small, and I overshot it and bounced off. What the hell is that about?
So the green section of your shot meter, and it's been this way for a while. The green section of your shot meter is based on a couple different things. It's based on your character's shooting skill, right? So if you're Caitlin Clark, her 3-point shooting skill is going to be high. So if you're taking a 3-point shot, you're going to have more green in the meter than a character or a player who doesn't, right? Who doesn't have a high 3-point skill. But it's also based on whether you're set or not, right? So if you catch and shoot, right? If you get a pass to you, you're wide open, and you just set your feet and take a jump shot, you're going to have more green meter than if you take the ball and you try to take a shot on the run, right? If you're moving when you shoot, you're going to have less green in the meter because it's a more difficult shot. Likewise, if you're defended, you're going to have less green in the meter. So if you've got a defender really close to you that's got hands in your face, you're going to have less green in the meter. And so if you are open and you start the shot and then a defender closes on you and gets their hand in your face, the green in your meter is going to change because you're no longer taking an easy open shot. You're taking a shot with a guy right in your face.
Gotcha. Okay. I see. Okay, because I was like, "What the world?" I mean, and man, that girl can shoot. Like I've heard about
she's very
them in
good.
the news. Yeah, whoo, I was lighting it up beyond the 3. Like God.
And I will say, because this is just a good opportunity for me to slip it in. The
Giggity.
It is way easy to make green shots this time around. Like it is. I complained the last couple years because your my player starts at 60 and it's just way too hard to make even an open shot. It's easy to get green almost every time now on the default difficulty. They've made the shooting much easier, I feel like, at least over the last 4 or 5 years.
That's what's up. Okay, well I'm done. So you can have it. We can take over to you.
Yeah, so I mean, I I haven't played a ton of it. I probably played more than most on the show. The uh, one thing I'm gonna say is that once again, they do not allow you to pause cutscenes, which is just fucking ridiculous. I don't understand how any game in 2025 doesn't allow you to pause cutscenes.
Facts.
So they the story this year is actually, I think it lines up better with their chosen bullshit of making you a 60 uh 60 what do you call it, attribute. I don't remember what they call it now. Your player's rating is a 60 when you start my career again this year, just like it always is. And in the past, I bitched about the fact that they make you this like world beater college player that gets drafted in the first round, and you're a 60 overall and you can't make any shots.
Right.
This year, at least in the career mode, your player is a high school student out of Vermont who hasn't really had any attention. You play one high school game and the scout doesn't even show up. So you're not like a top ranked world beater player this time around. They go the path of you're a player who has to really, really work hard and go through a lot of club teams and stuff like that to be able to get noticed by the NBA. So that at least makes a little more sense why your ratings would be low. Of course, we all know the real reason that your rating is low, and that's because they want you to buy virtual currency, because once again, all the player ratings in the fucking game are based on virtual currency. And once again, your my player for your career is the same my player as you play in the city mode online with, and once again, it is super fucking expensive to get a player up to 99 overall. Because, so again, I mentioned last year in my review of last year's game that you start at 60, right? Last year I did the math, and you get, call it 1,000 points a game if you play really well. So I mean, give or take, it might be 900, it might be 1,100, but it's going to be right around 1,000 points a game. Last year I figured it up that it was probably about 375,000 VC to be able to max your player out. It's probably about that again, but actually maybe even more. It's hard to tell exactly because the game will let you, for lack of a better word, go into debt a little bit to see what a whole bunch of upgrades would cost you. But it doesn't let you go into that much debt. It only lets you go into like 85 or so thousand VC before it stops you and says, it just won't let you increase anything else because you don't have enough VC to do it, even if you wanted to. And so my player is at 60. I just ran it up as high as it'll let me go for now, which is to take me to 85. And it would cost 187,000 VC to get to 85. And it costs, for 200,000 VC, $50. So,
Yep.
so $50,000 or $50 to get 200,000 VC will get you to 85. It's at least another 200 to get to 99, but probably more because all the attributes get more expensive, right? So you can buy 450,000 VC for $100. And my guess is 450,000 VC would get you to 99. Again, I don't have a way to verify exactly what the number is, but if it takes 190 basically to get to 85, I'd guess it's probably at least another 200,000 to get to 99. They don't have a 400,000 option, and it's just as cheap to buy 450 as it is to buy two 200,000s. So call it once again $100 to take a player from 60 to 99 in the game. Or you can play 400 NBA games at 1,000 VC a piece.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, it's once again ridiculously expensive. The Big Swingin' Nuts edition, I don't remember what it's called. Superstar edition, is that what it's called?
That sounds correct.
Is $99. That comes with 100,000 VC. As usual, I don't use that bonus VC when I'm playing the game for review, so that I can tell what the actual player economy looks like. So when I write my review, I'll still have 100,000 VC in the bank, because I don't think it's right to review the progression system in the game based on the Big Swingin' Nuts edition. So I'll be reviewing it based on the base edition that doesn't come with that extra 100,000. The game itself, I feel like, they say every year they've got a list of things that they say are better. Every sports franchise loves to do this. They're like, we added pro spin technology that makes the ball bounce better and like stuff like that. NBA or MLB The Show used to add in shit like that every year. I will say a couple of the things they say they have fixed this year. The rhythm shooting, I do agree, is better this year. I do think it's easier to get green. I do think the meter feels more responsive to when you're actually releasing the ball. I don't necessarily see the improvements yet in defense that they're talking about. It seems about the same to me. I do think the AI seems a little bit better, but the AI still does not understand how to run a pick and roll, and that has been a problem since 2K19 or whenever it was. You'll set a pick, and your players have no idea what to do. I think the AI has run one successful pick and roll that I set. I don't know why that's still such a hard thing for them to fix. But it's once again, if you're the type of person that likes to set a bunch of picks, and then, get passes off of it, good luck. Because your players half the time have no idea what to do. That said, I do feel like it feels a little smoother, on court. It plays, I think, very well. It's probably the best on court playing 2K since 23. I don't have an opinion yet, I don't think, on the story. I think that, I don't know, it's a little melodramatic so far. But it's, it is what it is. I still think 23 had the best career mode. It had the best balance between some funny, campy, off the court stuff and the actual on-court play. I'm still too early to probably review that part of it. But I do think the actual on-court basketball is better this year than it was last year, and that, I think, goes a long way. I also have not yet been into the city, because when you start the career, you basically get two options. You can either do the story mode, which is called Out of Bounds. And then you can go straight into the draft. Out of Bound, the story mode is basically how your amateur career before you get drafted. So you can choose to play that, which is what I'm doing, or you can choose to go into the draft. If you choose to do Out of Bounds, you have to leave that to get to the city, and you can go back to it, but I just haven't left it yet to go into the city. I have heard that the city is smaller this year and not as much of a pain in the ass to get around, but I can't confirm that yet. By the time we talk next week, I'll have played a lot more of it, and we'll be able to talk to all the different modes and everything. But I just haven't had as much time to game this week, period. I had 5 straight days off and basically played nothing because I was so busy doing other stuff. So this week, though, I should have a lot more time. So I'll be hitting up all the other modes and everything this week to try to get my review written close to the time we talk next week.
All right.
I don't know if you want me to go ahead and jump into the rest of my stuff, or if Terrence has anything else.
No, I was done. Yeah, man.
Okay.
I was saying, like, I literally played like 20 minutes of this game so far. Like, the basketball is good.
Yeah, it is definitely this year. I think it's better this year than last year for sure. What else did I play? I mean, I played a little bit more Kingdom Come Deliverance. There's some really, really, really good side quests in that game that shouldn't be missed. So definitely do the side quests, Terrence, once you get to Kutenberg, which is the second big city.
Wasn't he in Police Academy?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was. Steve Kutenberg. But yeah, there's some really good side quests in that game. I just finished one that was basically an investigation of a serial killer.
Nice.
So yeah, there's some cool stuff. And I like Terrence, I'm really looking forward to this new DLC. When I thought it was just a hey, run your own, do some blacksmithing quests, I thought it sounded cool. But reading what it actually is, which is basically you run your own blacksmithing shop. It's got quests and stuff associated with it as well, but you can basically directly sell in your shop all the stuff that you make. It has player housing in it with display options and stuff like that. It's a pretty significant DLC, so I'm definitely looking forward to playing that. What else did I play this week? So a lot of my downtime this week was stuff like waiting for paint to dry and waiting for stuff to be ready to do the next step of what I was working on. So I didn't have a ton of time to sit down and play something in depth. So I did play a lot of F-Zero 99. I hope that if and when Nintendo ever decides that they don't want to support that game anymore, that they at least make it fully online or fully offline, because they already fill the races with AI machines if you don't have enough players in the race. So they could pretty easily just make an offline mode where it's always AI controlled machines, because that game is so much fun. It is so good. And so that made me decide to play some of the other older F-Zeros as well, to go back to some of them to see how I feel like they held up. So I played F-Zero X on the N64. That one has not held up very well, I don't think. I know it's a lot of people's favorite. It is not my favorite. I still feel like the controls are a little loose on that game. F-Zero GX has held up very well. That game is a lot of fun, and it has a lot in it. I still, the Super Nintendo one is still my favorite, and will probably always be my favorite for the rest of my life because I have so much. I have so much nostalgia tied up in that game. It is one of my favorite games of that entire area, and it's probably my favorite racing game of all time. So I have so much nostalgia tied up in F-Zero. It was one of the first games I got with my Super NES, and I played that game obsessively every day for a long time. So F-Zero 99 is the perfect sort of nostalgia shot in the arm. And if they do eventually make a another 3D F-Zero in the sort of GX style, that's great. I'll play it. But the fact that I basically have a online multiplayer version, an expanded online multiplayer version of the original F-Zero is crazy. And I'm thankful every time I play it that game exists. So I hope it exists for a long time. I mean, other than that, I played one quest of Dragon Quest VIII on my phone because I had some spare time and I had my phone with me. So I played. I basically finished one quest, but not much else to talk about outside of that. This week will be playing some more NBA for review, playing obviously some more Kingdom Come, especially with the DLC coming out this week, and probably playing more F-Zero as well as we build towards the stuff that I care about towards the end of the month.
All right. Oh, let's see here. I know a lot of stuff we already covered, but I do have a couple that I can talk about. I am playing Ghosts of Yote. I can't tell you about that for 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks. I can't remember. It's a ways off.
A while.
Yeah. I didn't post my ad on Twitter. #ad.
#ad. #sponsored.
Well, it's not real if you didn't.
# title screen.
See, how can that be the thing? Like, how can it be an ad that insinuates that it's paid, right?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, how can it be #ad if they send me? They didn't send me money.
I think
with the code.
I think that person probably is just covering their ass, to be honest.
But you're not paid.
No, I understand that, but like, you know, are you implying that these people are the brightest? I'm definitely not.
No, of course
And all
not.
I'm saying is, if I knew the base level of like, hey, like we write at the end of our reviews, and let me rephrase that. You put at the bottom of the reviews that like we got the code for free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to. I'm going to assume it's basically that, except that the person just doesn't fully comprehend on how they should word it. So,
provided by PlayStation?
Yeah. I prefer them to be upfront and say, like, look, I'm not just, I don't just have this and it's like, you know, I don't know. I think they're wrong, but I do understand why they probably wrote that.
Well, I will not give free advertisement. I do have a code. I am playing it. We'll talk about it in a few weeks. I also played that other game that came out this week that was supposedly really big. What was that game? Nobody was talking about it on Twitter.
That other game. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Come on,
I
Terrence. Come on, Terrence. I already have a viral tweet about that game.
Yeah, I know what the hell you're talking about. You're talking about Silk Song.
Silk Song. So yeah,
Silk Song.
I felt like I had to, you know, because I play everything. Like, so I got to at least try it out. It was on Game Pass, so why not, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's Hollow Knight. It's Bug Soulsvania.
Oh wait, it's a Soulsvania. See, I thought it was.
Oh yeah.
The first one
Yeah,
kind of wasn't it? Like, it felt like it
Yeah.
to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I never played it. I just assumed that it was a Metroidvania from the trailer.
Brother, if it was a
realize-
flat,
It is.
it has
Sort of,
Metroidvania.
but
Yeah.
Like I said last week, it's like it's so far away from what I go to those games for So,
I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. It's a lot of Metroid Dread of like, this is not why I'm here. You've kind of spilled over into another genre that I'm not. I don't gel as well with. So
My son decided that he was gonna kind of speed run the first Hollow Knight in preparation for this one, but I don't think he's actually fired the new one up yet. Um, his primary uh, what do you call it, viewpoint on the first game has changed a little bit with this playthrough because he's decided now that the first game isn't really that difficult. It's just obtuse.
yeah.
And so if he uses a guide, he he was able to get through the first one much easier. But he hasn't, I don't think, started the second one yet, and I probably won't play the second one.
I
We'll
mean,
see. But
using a guide, you didn't learn anything. You didn't grow.
right, yeah, it's true.
So why even play it? Like,
I guess I'll just jump into it because, like, I think the talk about the actual game is more important and the thing that people should be left on. But, like, this game kind of changed. I was listening to another podcast, and I love that podcast, so I'm not gonna. It really is not like oh, fuck them or whatever. It's more of a just, like, somebody said on this other podcast I was listening to that, like, good for other games getting out of the way of Silksong. But, like, Silksong, at most had a month worth of notice for its release
wasn't
date.
even that. It was less than 3 weeks.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It's less than that. But regardless, it's like, how shitty of you to do that? Because, like, even with big publishers, right, who set their dates or whatever, it's like, there's reasons why those dates are set, and it's not always just because the game's done, as modern video games will show you. It could be for financial reasons. We need to have something out there. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those where I was thinking about it because, like, a lot of indie games got out of the way for Silksong, and it's like, what a shitty thing to do to other developers. And to be clear, it's not just Team Cherry who's done this in the past. It just made me rethink, like, shadow drops. It's one thing if you're like a game that is never going to you know, be the zeitgeist game. I'm a little easier going on that, but it's like, if you knew you were going to pull away attention. And so it's just a really shitty way to treat other developers. And that's kind of the way I'll go into thinking about that type of stuff in the future, is just like, it's just really shitty to be like, yeah, and our game's coming out this day. All these other people can fuck themselves. They have to get out of the way. Like, it's just this weird self-importance that I've never really thought about until now. And it literally took someone else saying, like, oh, these other games are getting out of the way, for me to realize, like, oh, yeah, no, that's not cool. That's kind of shitty to the other people. Now, obviously, some of these devs are probably okay, and that's good. But at the same time, like, what if they weren't? What if that was the difference between, making rent? So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
It's not fair for me to just put this on Team Cherry. I want to make that clear. It's just this game made me realize how shitty that can be. For, like, if Kojima did it, it would be shitty for him to just drop something and be like, yeah, this is out now, and it's going to take all your time, and it's going to cut into the sales of another game.
It's because
I don't
literally
care.
nobody's talking about anything else, and they knew that. Nobody was talking about anything else except for that game every time there was an event.
Right. And I don't know. I just think that's, like, maybe I'm overreacting. It wouldn't be the first time. It just rubs me as the wrong thing to do.
It's such a weird time frame because, like, if you know your game is ready and you haven't announced a release date, most of the time when you announce it, it's like a month or two out.
Right.
It's not like, oh, next week, like, but then you like, unless it's a shadow drop of a game like you've never heard of or that you didn't know was coming.
Right, yeah. I guess, yeah, that's the difference, too. It's like, if it shadow drops because a game you haven't heard of, it's like, it can't steal that attention away, necessarily, but it could still, and it's just, I don't know, I feel bad for devs who get caught up in this, who are trying to do the right thing by, like, announcing a game and giving you a date so you can prepare for it monetarily, too, because it's like, there is a bit of, and I realize Team Cherry's only charging, like, $20, which is very nice of
That's
them.
another
I'm actually paying
conversation
for
that a lot of people are upset about this week is that they know they're going to sell like 10 million copies. So they can
Mhm.
price this game at $20, but now another game that's not going to sell as much, that dev is going to be like, well, should I make it cheaper or should I just take the hit?
Mm. I mean, so there was Stop Skeletons from Fighting wrote on Blue Sky. He's got a great YouTube channel. Um, New intro is going to be about Silk Song being $20, and it'll be shorter and cut right to the chase. I was struggling with how to frame this video, anyways. And I think times games didn't kill your wallet is close enough. Talking about basically pricing on games, but I always bring up the fact that it's like you need to bring up VVV because when that game released, Terry Kavanagh asked for $15, and people told him that was too much for an indie game. And I mean, in theory, sure, like, I guess, like, you know, most games on, like, Xbox Live, which is not where it was being sold, were, like, 10, you know what I mean? Like, Braid was maybe $10.
10 or $15
Um,
were like the standards. Yeah.
right. But, so, like, people are like, well, your game doesn't look like it's worth that much. Now, I have bought VVV multiple times. I have it on 3DS, I think I have it on Vita. Like, I love that game enough where I've bought it, but like he ended up dropping that price because the sort of pushback from other people, and his whole point was, well, you would pay this price for lesser games back in the day. Like, you know, like I've put my effort into this and it's $15. And yeah, there was a controversy about that. And so it's just weird to me that it's like we I can't blame Team Cherry for that because it's like it's constantly happening on but like what the worth of a video game is. And
Hmm.
I don't know, like I think part of it is consumer and part of it is developer or publisher in some state like with bigger games. But it's just like you just it's that's not where the conversation in my opinion should lie because like that one's a far more nuanced because you also get into regional pricing where like some games should cost less in other regions. Like in Canada, we get fucked quite a bit because we're right next door to the States. So our games have to be more money, even though they're like in the past it's been like, oh no, it's equivalent or whatever, and then it's like, but the price increase now is absurd, and it's like I have to pay fucking 93.99 for fucking Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Yeah, that's a
It's like,
little bananas.
what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, so it's just shit like that where it's like pricing is messy because of just the way the economy is. But like release date to me, it's like you can look and see that other people are releasing on that day.
Yeah, there was a
You know
lot
what I
of
mean?
games that happened that day. I mean, even a big AAA game kind of got overshadowed because Indiana Jones dropped its DLC and nobody even knew that.
Right, and so it's just stuff like that where it's like that can make and break a studio. That can make people lose their jobs. And again, it's not. I'm not just trying to be shitty to Team Cherry because I don't think that was their intent. To be
No.
clear, but I don't think anyone's thought about that before. And it was just something where it was like, and I'm not saying I'm the first person to think about this, but I don't think on the grand scale we have talked about that being the case because like I didn't think about it before I heard it come out of someone else's mouth. Where it's like,
No.
oh, good these games got out of the way. It's like I don't know, like if I had been prepping for years to release my game and then some studios like, yeah, we're releasing our game that's really been wanted for years now on the same day. So either move and get out of the way or like just have your whole fucking business collapse. I don't know, that's really fucking shitty. And even on a game like with Indiana Jones, it's like that DLC could be the difference between someone getting their bonus or not, right?
It's possible, sure.
Do I think that's the case? No. But
No,
it's like,
it's Microsoft.
we
So
go look back at like how Fallout New Vegas was done, where it was like released a bit earlier, so they couldn't do this much polish, and then the scores were just like too meta score below what they needed to do to fucking get their bonus. I don't know. It's just like the industry is shitty enough, so for indie devs to fucking kind of do that to others. I don't know. The industry's taking enough hits where it is. I feel like they could have announced that for a time where there's fewer games coming out. Because like the guy who did Bennett Foddy, the guy who did like Getting Over It and stuff, had Baby Steps. I think that was supposed to come out this week and didn't because of that. It's weird shit like that where it's like, oh, this game that was announced, no, it'll come out some other time. I don't know. It's very odd.
yeah, I don't know. As far as the game itself, I mean, people are gonna like it. It's more of that, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think people are gonna enjoy it. I've heard that there's already mods where I guess in this game the bosses hit harder than they did in the first game, and some people weren't happy with that, so they modded it to where they don't hit twice as hard. I don't know. Like there's a lot of conversation around this game.
It's a game that's more unfun to play.
I mean, I deal with that all the time. There are so many things that are, like I joked in the Discord this week about, what's that game called, Terrence? Hell Is Us? Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Where like when it boots
Yeah.
up, it's like there's no map, there's no marker, there's no nothing. I'm like, well, fuck you. There's no game because I just deleted it, but I didn't buy it. But you know what I mean? Like I don't understand.
It is nice of them to put that out there in the front, though. Hey, prepare for pain. You're like, you know what? I'm cool. Uninstall.
Let me get
I'm
my
all right.
refund. Let me get my refund. Unless you're on PlayStation, because then your dumbass already downloaded it, and Sony said no.
Yep.
But yeah, it's I don't know, man. I've preached about this for years. I'm so tired of games being not fun. And like we talked about Hollow Knight last week, how like you have to take up a charm slot to see yourself on the map. I'm like, what the fuck even is that? Like, that's not like an upgrade. That's like a downgrade. And I don't understand. It's like those games that are like, we're going to make this game more fun as you level up because we're going to give you more powers, but your game should be fun and those powers should just make it more fun.
Right.
Like, you shouldn't have to get to a point where the game starts being fun. It should be fun to begin with, and just some of that stuff just kind of turns me off. Speaking of
free idea for any game devs that might be listening to this. It's a Metroidvania, but first your character has to beat cancer.
Jesus Christ!
That was the thing I always felt about the Hollow Knight games, is I understand that they're Metroidvania games, but like they don't feel like they focus on the exploration. They feel like they focus on the combat, which is a lot of why I didn't like Dread. I'm not in a Metroidvania for the combat. That's not why I'm there.
And more importantly, with Dread, I always bring this up. I know, fucking broken record and shit. The fact you have a gun and you have to rely on fucking parrying is the dumbest fucking shit. I will imagine a movie where the guy the main character has a fucking gun but can't use it, and they have to fucking karate chop everybody with the butt of it. Like, fuck.
Karate chop is my new favorite phrase.
I feel like I'm the only one on the podcast who liked Dread.
I didn't beat it, but I liked what I played. I wasn't, I didn't hate it, but I did not finish the game.
I have a very interesting question for you, Ryan. Maybe I've asked you this in the past and I just don't remember. Do you have an affinity for Metroid, Super Metroid, stuff like that?
I will say not to the level that most people probably do.
Okay.
I owned Metroid 2 on the Game Boy, and when I was a kid, I thought that was the hardest game that would ever exist. And then I enjoyed Super Metroid. I think everybody that's ever played Super Metroid enjoyed Super Metroid.
Fair.
But it's not like it's not on my top 5 list of Super Nintendo games because it's not because I don't respect what it is and what it's done, but just it's not really it doesn't hold me the same way that other games do. So no, I don't have the same affinity for the Metroid series as other folks have.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's happened to Metroidvanias in this day and age is like they go one of two ways. They either go we're going to try to put some souls in this and make it more combat focused, or they're literally just going to try to mirror Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Nine Souls kind of did that and basically stole the parry system from Sekiro, and I really like that game.
Yeah, and there's people that really like those games. Absolutely. I don't know. It's just not what I'm there for.
I couldn't really get into the first Hollow Knight. I played it for probably 2 hours. It's just not my thing. So
yeah.
I likely won't play this one, but it's fine. I'm glad it exists. But
sure, I'm happy for all those people who've been waiting to play it. Like I'm thrilled that you now have your game. That's awesome. But it just making it feel like the GTA of 2025 is just, I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way. It's kind of like when we first started playing Expedition 33 and we were all talking about like, oh my god, this is really good. This is like really good. And now people are like, that game has proven that Final Fantasy sucks. I'm like, well hold on. Let's back up a second.
What?
Like, what are you even talking about? Like, when you start sniffing your own farts like they do in South Park, we need to stop. Like, no game makes other games bad. Like, that's not how that works. Like, if you enjoyed the game, that game is still good. I don't know. Just a weird thing to see the... And obviously, the Silk Bros are a little sensitive. Like, if you critique the game, they get a little angry. Just like the Expedition 33 people have become insufferable now.
Yes.
Some of them have been.
Game as a personality trait.
Yeah.
Love them.
Such a weird thing.
Met plenty of those over the years.
Yeah.
It's weird, like, and I will say, it's weird because, like, at least with, like, something like Undertale, which is also, maybe don't make a game your whole personality. It's like, there's a lot of story in Undertale, and I feel like most of the conversation around Undertale comes from the story, which people, Harry Potter, all that stuff, right? Like, people connect to characters. When you connect to a gameplay and make that your whole personality, Dark Souls, those people, too, it's a little weird. Like, I love Wonder Boy, but, what the fuck? That would be really weird. Fuck, I like Sonic. Do you understand what it's like to be a Sonic fan? Where half your games are complete shit. You know what I mean? You just have to kind of roll with the criticism at times.
You should probably...
You know what, Brian? You're right. Those fucking hawks do look like hedgehogs, and I don't know why.
See? I've told you 100 times. They're all fucking hedgehogs in disguise.
You should have...
Every character in Sonic. I don't care what they tell you, what kind of animal they tell you it is. The hedgehog.
I will say this, though. I do love Jet the Hawk. So I am kind of...
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. The top part of Jet the Hawk, head. The bottom part of Jet the Hawk, Jahog. He is a hedgehog.
I just want to go back to...
as a hawk.
I want to go back to this, Anthony, because you said it's hard to be a Sonic fan. You should probably clarify that in a fan of the games. Because I promise you there's plenty of Sonic...
comics and the TV show.
Well, no. Just Sonic as a character. There's plenty of internet goodies for you...
Yeah,
well,
I'm not that fucking weird.
He also may or may not be a fan of Sonic the Restaurant. I don't know. I don't know if they have those up there.
We don't have them up here. I've always wanted to go and try, but then it's like, I don't know. I'm not driving to fucking like Detroit.
You should You should definitely not go to Detroit.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could probably stop that right there.
Yeah, I wouldn't go to Detroit for
no.
But I just yeah, it's one of those, like, I don't know. It's weird. Just fucking allow people to criticize the thing you love. In fact, sometimes it makes you love it more. But if you just close yourself off to criticism, unless you made it, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Right.
Yeah, tribalism is a weird thing. The only other big game that I played that I can talk about this week is Chronos: The New Dawn. I got this code very late,
Oh yeah.
so I'm not very far into it. But this is old school, hard ass survival horror where you're gonna run out of ammo. Your character moves like a fucking tank, so they're very slow, very methodical.
Every time I hear the name of this game, I think it's attached to Remnant from the
Oh,
Ashes, because they had a game called Chronos,
yes, I remember that game.
and
Oh,
then
yeah.
if it was VR only, that they tied back into Remnant when they released it as Chronos Before the Ashes. So every time I fucking hear this game title, I'm like, oh, is that? It's always not. I keep falling for it. Pisses me off.
Every
Anyway.
time I see or hear anything about this game, my brain automatically connects it to the Grimdark Pac-Man game. I don't even remember what that one's
Shadow
called.
Labyrinth.
Oh, Shadow
Okay, yeah,
Labyrinth.
because the guy's helmet looks like an upside down Pac-Man.
It's actually
Chronos?
it's actually a lady.
Okay, the lady's helmet
it?
looks like an upside down Pac-Man. And so I always, in my brain, I always go, "Oh, this is the Grimdark Pac-Man game," and then I go, "Oh wait, no, it's not."
Yeah,
Heard that Grimdark Pac-Man game wasn't very good.
it's not. It's
That's probably why I don't know which one it is and didn't know the name of it.
this game is better by a lot, but you have to know what it is. It is inventory management. You know, low ammunition, enemies that take many shots to kill. You should probably avoid them more than shoot them. Really good. You know,
When you say, by the way, when you say your character controls like a tank, do you mean it has tank controls, or do
No.
you mean he's just heavy and
heavy and slow.
gotcha?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's your standard third person control scheme.
Has no legs. He only has tank treads.
Basically,
tank treads, yeah.
basically their running feels like normal walking in other video games, kind of thing.
gotcha.
Which
Yeah, I mean, even if it wasn't a survival horror game, that's all you had to say to convince me that I wasn't going to play that game. Because there are very few pet peeves I have in video games more than slow main characters.
yeah, and for a lot of the horror games, it's pretty standard to do that because they want you to feel the tension. So I get why they do that. This game, my biggest issue is like I know that it's hard and I know you're supposed to avoid enemies, but a lot of times it puts you in these corridors that are very narrow, to where avoiding enemies is almost kind of impossible, and you definitely don't take a lot of hits. But I do love the design of the world. I love the design of the enemies. It's very Dead Spacey as far as the design goes. Definitely not in the weapons. The weapons are definitely more like standard kind of assault weapons. But I need to play some more of that. Like I said, I'm only about 2 hours into that one as well. I got that code very late because, you know, Xbox codes apparently come late for everything. It's just
Yeah.
how
we
that
got NBA
goes.
the day it came out, right?
Yeah, I was offered Chronos like 2.5 weeks before, and I was reviewing something else, so I'm like, well, I'm okay waiting. I was reviewing Metal Gear, which I had super early on PlayStation, but could not get an Xbox code until launch day, so I went ahead and took that early.
Hoping we get Dragon Quest early.
We'll see. Who knows?
We got it early last time.
I can't, dude. I'm so confused with PR lately. Like Terrence is trying to get Borderlands, and like I keep hearing other reviewers out there like, "Yeah, I have it. I'm giving away codes," and I'm over here going, "Can we just have one?"
They're like, nah, y'all good.
But it just doesn't make any sense to me because that same person that's giving away codes for it didn't get Chronos until like a week after it came out. I'm just like, I don't.
They got a contact in 2K.
I do. I've been chatting, dude. We got 3 codes for NBA.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, I don't know.
So like, I don't know. It's weird, but whatever. And then the last game that I can talk about, I was very excited to play. Weird that the Switch codes were late on this one because I wanted to play it on Switch. Was the new Everybody's Golf Hot Shots?
Man, I forgot about that. Is it
Yeah, it's good. I do have some issues. Like I feel I feel like the timing on the swing meter feels a little off for some reason. But you can adjust to it. The thing that drives me crazy in this game is that these characters have always been kind of, cartoon anime kind of style.
Mm-hmm.
These characters will not shut the fuck up.
Wait, what game is this?
Everybody's Golf Hot Shots.
Okay.
So, fucking, your caddy, every time, because you only get like one caddy and two characters at the start of the game. And like, my character is this like little anime girl, and she's always like, oh, I got this. Oh, I'm on it, dog. Like Valley Girl kind of stuff. And then fucking caddy, after everything you do, she's like, you go, girl, you get it. And this does not stop.
Yeah.
They just keep saying it to the point where I'm like, can you turn this off? Like, I don't normally search for that stuff.
The golfer's pulling out a gun and shooting his caddy. And...
like, I don't know. I need to play some more. I like what I've played of it. I just feel
caddy's
like...
eyeball rolled out. I think that's considered a hole-in-one, everybody.
I'm sitting there on a putt, and my caddy's like, boy, this one's really hard to make out. I'm like, real fucking helpful. Can you shut up?
It'd be funny if they say that right as you're swinging and it fucks you up.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, man, ain't that gonna mess them up?
Like, I'm sitting there trying to line up my shot, and she's like, this one's really hard to figure out, isn't it? I think it's going uphill. I'm like,
you just scream, and fucking accidentally knock the fucking ball off course.
So, I need to play some more of that, but yeah. There are way too many fucking video games. Because that's not even all I'm playing. Like I said, I'm playing Ghost of Yote, playing the Bubsy collection. I'm playing so much shit right now. Now Borderlands, what's that on Friday? Speaking of what's coming out this week, yeah. We've got Axis Football 2026. Those are always terrible. Dude, they are. They release one every year.
I never tried them.
It's just awful. It's awful. And like they have their fans of like people like, this is better than Madden. I'm like, you don't know ball at all, do you?
So is it just generic football, like their own little teams or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
The only highlight to that game is that they got the announcer from ESPN 2K25 or 2K5. That real goofy guy that's like, hey everybody, it's Peter O'Keefe. That guy. Yeah, he's like, he does the announcing. So.
Huh.
We've got Bubsy in the perfect collection. Firefighting Simulator Ignite. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Legacy of the Forge.
Firefighter Simulator just should be a fucking add-on to Power Wash Simulator.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Garfield Kart 2, All You Can Drift. I'm not lying. I'm excited about that game. Fuck. Hot Stakes Casino, American Roulette. Jaden and Jasmine, The Curse of Deception. Karma, The Dark World. Baki Hanma, Blood Arena. Smoot's Crazy Wave. Trasma's Legends. A new Airy game, Viking Saga.
Oh god, please stop.
No, it's never going to stop. Can't stop. Won't stop.
Gunshot. What?
Borderlands 4, Bratz, Rhythm and Style. Yes, that Bratz.
Wow. My girls loved.
Gloomy Eyes, Inspector Waffles, Early Days.
That's a point-and-click adventure series.
Waffles
is the cat.
Nice.
NHL 26, and The Devil is in the Details.
What is that? The subtitle to
no,
NHL
those are
26?
two. Those are two games. Two games.
Oh, I was about to say, what the fuck they doing in the hockey game?
Dude, that
It also has a weird.
I don't
It
wanna
has
play
a.
that.
I guess
It's got a
John
weird
Carpenter
story.
directed the story mode for
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah. Fucking Devil's in the Details, and then like midway through a hockey game, like some guy gets slashed in the face with a hockey skate, and then it starts mutating into a creature on the fucking field, and everybody's got to fucking do slap shots at it to fucking get it away. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Also,
this hockey game.
Devil
How-
Yeah, but I
in
play
the
that.
Try
I
Details.
this.
play that. Somebody is listening to that and making it in RPG right now.
Hell yeah, I'll try that.
Dude, I'd play that.
You know what you won't play?
Hmm.
Devil in the Details.
Is it a
What
rogue
is it?
card simulation Souls-like?
So what game was this on, or what system was this on?
Xbox, PlayStation, I'm pretty sure.
If it's the one that I just saw on Steam. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Problem is like a generic turn of phrase.
Yeah, it's a
It
generic
is
title.
it's a game sort of like
That's Freddy's.
Exit 8.
Oh.
That didn't help me at all. I have no idea what Exit 8 is.
You're looking for anomalies.
But that
So
still
things that
doesn't
are
help
out
me
of
at all.
place.
Oh, you're looking. Okay, I get it. It's almost like a Where's Waldo, but you're looking for.
Yeah, but like
It's not
the
supposed to
creepy
be there.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and you
Creepy
have
Waldo.
Creepy
a
Waldo.
survival. Yeah, I mean literally,
Waldo.
it's not too far off. A survival horror spot the difference game set in a twisted hell game show. Demons will distract you, torment you, or try to kill you. The
Oh,
Arbiter
good.
is your
As
mysterious
demons
guide,
usually do.
sometimes helpful, sometimes not so much. Spot the anomalies or suffer the consequences.
Good.
That is
What's
like the
it-
new hit genre. Like I've seen so many, because there's one that's called like Haunted Cabin or The Last Cat, and you like have to go in and you like
Into
check
the
these
ca-
cabins
that's
to
the one-
find the
is that the
haunted
one-
one.
Is that the one where it's a cabin making factory or whatever?
Yeah, yep. They
Yeah,
come down
yeah,
a
okay,
conveyor
I've
belt,
seen
and
that
then you
one.
gotta
Yep.
go in them.
You have to walk
like,
in, you're like, haunted,
Yep.
goodbye.
Yep. Like I guess that's the new hotness right now. Those little spot the differences type game.
I'll
or
be
whatever.
honest, dude. Like Exit 8 was so fucking good, and I did not expect it to be as good as it was.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
holding out for survival horror P-Cross.
That probably
Wow.
exists, and you just don't know about it.
Probably.
In Japan, somewhere.
I don't know. I feel like I'd know about it because I love.
I mean, if it was only on a phone in
kind of
Japan,
game.
you probably wouldn't.
I'm a sucker
No,
for
that's true.
nonograms.
I'm a sucker for
You
golden
really should look
grams.
into
That too.
you should
I'm a
look
sucker
into
for really any
the-
kind of grams.
Well, hold on.
Like, well, hey, you.
Oh, you like all those grams, right? Huh?
Yeah.
You should look into the
Listen,
Pixel
some warm baked chocolate
series.
chip cookies. Dinner at 3 p.m. doesn't get any better. Clearing out the room to watch your stories.
Yep.
Oh shit, your stories. Anyway, we're moving on to some news. Oh, go ahead.
In terms of nonogram stuff, the Pixel series, PICZLE or ZLE, whatever. Those games are fucking great.
I just saw
Okay.
somebody.
I have not played any of those. The best nonogram game, I think, is on mobile, and it's Konami's
Yeah.
Pixel Puzzle Collection, completely free and a fucking ridiculous amount of puzzles.
One of the Pixel games is actually got a little overworld you walk around in
Yeah,
and stuff. So yeah, it's that series is really interesting because they do other different types of puzzles that also make images. So it's sort of the same sort of concept. Like one of them is you make lines, and each starting point tells you you need 4 blocks. So with the beginning and end, you need 2 in between and stuff
What
like
is
that.
it
There's
on?
a lot. They're on everything.
and what is and spell it for me again?
PICZLE.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Pixel Cross.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you died halfway through that.
He
sentence.
got
Pixel
ninja,
Cross,
man.
he was very excited, and then it went dead. Pixel Cross, what?
Adventure.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
He's back.
And then
What's
Murder
the
by
other-
Numbers
This
is
is
also
another.
fucking amazing.
There's another P-Cross kind of RPG game that got given away for free a couple years ago. Now I got to remember what it is.
I think I have that one because I bought the Pixel Cross Adventure inside a bundle with the other game that I think you're thinking of.
Yeah, it's
on
hold on, I'll
Switch.
tell you exactly what it is. PictoQuest, the Cursed Grids.
Yeah, that's the one that came. So that is in a bundle on Switch at least.
That's
That you
not a
can get
bad
both
game.
of those. It's not bad, but it was
It's
like after
simple.
playing Pixel
Yeah.
Cross Adventure, I was like, I much preferred Pixel Cross.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple one. But anyhow, that's enough. That's enough P-Cross for now.
What we got going on in news? Xbox launched 3 new controllers. The Breaker series.
Fucking course they did.
Prey 2, there was 20 minutes of footage linked online. The original
Great. Can
Prey
we just
2.
can we just make a Prey 2 happen? Like fucking Bethesda owns that studio now.
Well,
No.
wait, what? Which one are we talking about?
The
sequel
original
to
Prey 2.
Okay, the Native American with the
Yeah,
portals.
the sequel. The
So
sequel.
the sequel.
Man, I almost said
sequel
something. Jesus.
The sequel you played as a
You talk about them portals.
in the
I was
in the
going to
first
say
game,
that too, but I didn't. Yeah.
In the first game, you watch a passenger jet like crash into the space station. It gets warped in. And
Yeah.
the story in the second game was you were playing as somebody who was on that flight who's been surviving as like a mercenary on this alien colony. It looked really fucking cool, and then nothing happened with it.
Yeah.
So, great. Can we either finish it? I don't need to see it because I don't want to think about a game I can't play. Be really helpful.
There's a new 8-part documentary series from Double Fine about Psychonauts 2, Psychonauts The Lost Levels. A lot of documentaries about Double Fine, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Helldivers 2 is currently the #1 paid game on the Xbox Store, which is crazy.
I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said before, the game's got a ton of word of mouth, and people have been chomping at the bit to have it on Xbox for a while now. So I'm glad to see it's doing well.
Just wait for Spider-Man. That thing's gonna sell big money.
It's gonna be crazy. Yeah.
I did, and I was not here last week. So, did you guys talk about the fact that there's supposedly is it a state of play?
Yeah, this
later this month that's supposed to have Wolverine in it.
I don't remember if we talked about that. I don't know if that rumor had
I
started
didn't
yet.
know about that.
Yeah, there's supposedly a state of play with Ghosts of Yotei and Wolverine in it, I believe.
Yeah. I don't know that it's been confirmed that Wolverine was going to be in it, but that was the insider information.
Yeah, which has been confirmed by like several insiders. So
yeah,
maybe you finally get to see it again.
God, I would love to get to see it again.
Do you think it comes out next year?
Yes. If they show it, I think so.
If they show it, maybe.
I mean, they're already showing.
Again, they were so far along that, and then had to probably scrap some of it after that leak. So I hope it comes out next year.
You didn't look at that leak footage, but I
looked at some of it. I looked at like the very raw part of it, where in a courtyard or whatever fighting ninjas.
Got you.
I looked at that part. I'm here for anything that those guys make. So I can't wait to get some more real news on that game.
Yeah, I'm very interested to know how Disney feels about that game, considering Spider-Man 2 did not make its money back. Like, are they gonna try to push for like at the minimum like PC day and date or something? I don't know.
I was just thinking maybe that's why we haven't heard anything, because they were retooling till it comes out day and date on something else. I doubt very seriously if it's Xbox, but yeah, PC I could see.
Man, if they announced it,
you never know now
for Xbox, I would.
Yep.
Dude, people online would lose their fucking minds. People online have lost their minds about Helldivers 2 because, and I know we talked about this, about how it sold more on Xbox the first week than it did on PlayStation. Like, people got so mad about that.
Yeah, I don't understand why,
because their plastic box was not the king of something. Like, it's
but again, it's been it's been out for a year. It's, again, had a ton of really positive word of mouth.
You're using something
Why
they
would
don't
you not
use.
expect it to? Why would you not
brain?
expect it to sell more at launch than the
Because-
PlayStation version?
I don't know if you know this, Ryan, but Xbox is dead.
It has no game, right? I've heard that.
And people don't
Xbox
buy
is
games.
dead.
People don't buy the games. They only play them with
No.
their own Game Pass.
That's true.
Yeah. So
They,
it has to be a lie.
has to be.
Yeah. Speaking of Xbox, Crystal Dynamics was close to reviving Perfect Dark with a funding deal from Take-Two, but the deal collapsed at the last minute because the companies were unable to come to terms over the long-term ownership of the IP. And then Crystal Dynamics laid off a bunch of people. Is there really like a reason to own the Perfect Dark IP considering it's made 1 or 2 fucking video games?
Yeah.
I mean, one good video game and one game that everybody goes, well, that was not fun.
Multiplayer
miserable's
of
probably
that
too
360 game was a blast.
It was
It's
fine.
fine. It's fine, but like it's not.
It's not the
I don't
caliber
know.
of Perfect
at this
Dark.
Point, at this point, it's just like I love Perfect Dark. Let it die. Let it die.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah. Well, it
Yes,
is now
I mean-
for sure. Yeah.
It's dead.
Is dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
Xbox Game Pass games: I Am Your Beast, Hollow Knight Silksong, Cataclysmo, Paw Patrol World, Roadcraft, and Nine Souls come into standard.
Nine Souls is great if you haven't played it.
Also in that Sony leak, there was also apparently a new God of War game in the works, which I think that's been rumored for a while.
The one with his
Yeah, I
brother?
mean, it's not a surprise at all.
Yeah, the rumored one was his brother, I thought. That was the rumor. Who knows? It could be, if you haven't played Ragnarok, probably guess what that game follow-up would be.
Right.
Yeah, I can guess that, I don't know if I want that, though.
So last week we talked about the PlayStation 5 increasing prices. Well, it gets worse. Sony is reducing the storage in the PS5 Slim from 1 terabyte back down to 825 gigabytes in Europe with its upcoming new model. The price will not change.
This fucking reality we live in is bullshit.
Dude, when they raised the prices on the original Switch, I was like, okay, we've literally lost the thread.
Yeah. That was crazy. Like, what?
There's no fucking way it costs you more money now to make a console that was 7 years old.
Yeah. That's just...
Get the fuck out of my fucking face.
There are rumors that there's also a Nintendo Direct coming this week, which, Jesus
And they're
fucking
raising the
Christ.
price again, everybody.
Can we get a goddamn date for Metroid, for the love of Jesus?
This
They're
will
like,
probably be
hey,
it, though, right?
hey, what if we increase the price again?
Of the Switch 2 now, though. Let's do that.
No. See, that makes sense. No, this is Nintendo we're talking about.
They're going to raise the price of the Wii U. You gotta pay for them extra Wiis.
I hate. You gotta
It's
pay
the
extra
you're
for the
paying
U.
for.
That's true.
Yeah.
You have to pay for the U. You gotta pay. Apparently Nintendo did add an Easter egg to the GBA NSO app where if you wiggle the analog stick while it boots up, you get the original Game Boy boot up screen.
Wow, cool. Thanks.
Right.
Forsaken 64 was the latest N64 game added to the Nintendo Classics Mature app. Of
Cool,
all the
thanks.
fucking things, Nintendo,
Yeah,
of course,
cool,
has a
thanks.
mature app. What are we doing?
I don't care about Forsaken 64.
No one cares about Forsaken 64.
The developer of Forsaken's mom, maybe.
Probably. She probably does.
Super Mario Party Jamboree now supports 1080p on the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, which you have to pay for, by the way.
Cool. Thumbs up, everybody. This is a fucking. This is some bullshit. Thumbs
Hey.
up, everybody.
I mean, pretty much we could stop doing this podcast and Ken could just post an audio file every week that says this is some bullshit. And we could get away with that for at least a year and a half.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's
Yeah,
right.
I mean this section at least. The rest of the podcast could just be farting sounds, and I don't know if anyone would notice.
Yeah.
We don't have a fart sound on the soundboard,
Anthony,
which is crazy.
Anthony, what did you play this week? Yeah, thanks.
You can tell he
Fart
doesn't have
episode.
kids because his fart sounds are terrible.
Sorry, I was yeah.
Oh shit! Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake has gone gold. I read that just
Perfect.
for
I'll
Ryan.
be spending that money. Yep.
Excited
Me
for
too.
that.
I love that. I've been waiting to play 3 because I actually want to play them in like the weird chronological order of
You mean the release order?
Yeah,
Yeah.
release order. Sorry. So yeah.
Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage Crossplay closed beta test set for September 10th through the 15th. You do have to sign up for a Sega account for that one, I believe.
I think I already have like one, so I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna jump into that. I'm more interested in the single player that's coming out. So
What else we got here? Rayman's 30th anniversary. There's a new Rayman
cool.
game in
I'm
development.
sure there is.
Did you see the big new announcement for Rayman for his 30th anniversary?
Rain Man?
They're
Like
shooting him in the
Dustin
back of the
Hoffman?
head.
Huge new announcement for Rayman. He's got arms and legs
Everybody.
now.
Oh. Everybody hates Raymond.
Everybody hates Rayman.
Everybody hates Raymond.
Sound like Kermit the Frog talking. I don't know what you're talking about. Did you know the Saints Row reboot was reportedly a sequel to Saints Row 3, but plans changed after Embracer acquired Deep Silver? Maybe you should have just
Did plans change and you're like actually turned it into a hunk of shit?
I know that the Saints Row reboot was a sequel to I didn't fucking play that game.
That's my favorite game.
Mine too, actually, over the last 20 years or so.
Daniel Drapo, who worked at Fair Games as the game director, has also left Haven Studio. This game's just canceled, right? It's so.
Is that Jade Raymond's team?
Well, not anymore because she left.
Well, I mean, she
Yeah,
left
she left.
first, but
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Oh man, alrighty.
They're gonna be the first game studio to make a game entirely with AI. There's no people work there
Yep.
at all. The AI itself is hiring other AI agents to make the game.
That game is
Interviewing
canceled.
other AI and all everything.
That game's canceled. No fucking shot. Oh, IO Interactive CEO Hakan Abrak says IOI will publish its own titles internally, but after the disastrous launch of Mind's Eye, it remains to be seen if they launch another game under their partner's label.
Don't
Yeah.
use Mind's Eye as an example. I hate to say this because it sounds mean, but Mind's Eye is exactly what I would expect from somebody who thought they were more important than the team that actually builds Grand Theft Auto.
You gotta have
It's
the biz.
exactly what I would have expected. Like, it's just like, he was so important to the development. And all those 1,000 people plus that work on that fucking game, I guess, aren't? Get the fuck out of here. Like, ugh. That's one thing Kojima did that no one else has done, was that he took his team with him.
I'm gonna read this next news story just because I didn't know this wasn't already a thing.
You should probably read the next news story because we're in the news section.
But I wouldn't read this normally because I don't give a shit.
You better read it because I can't see through your fucking eyes.
Right.
How Rayman's coming to Brawlhalla? How is he not already in there?
I thought he was already there. They
thought he
did a
was already in there
crossover a
too,
while
actually.
ago.
That's the only
Yeah.
reason I'm reading it, because otherwise, who cares, right?
Hold on.
Right, yeah, well.
Let me do a thing that no one's done in years. Google Brawlhalla roster.
I could have sworn they did a crossover. Maybe this is a different version.
Yeah, so I'm looking at a bunch of characters I don't know. Still a bunch of characters. I will say this. The design of the characters are pretty
Yeah,
no,
well, you should look over the crossover characters.
He's already in that.
Yeah,
he's already
that's what
in
I
that.
thought.
So
Why is
hold
this
on.
a news story then? I'm confused.
Hold on. Rayman Brawlhalla. You're saying he's becoming a character. No, it's the okay. So no, it's a 30th anniversary event for. So they're celebrating the 30th anniversary with Rayman, and they're giving him his powers from Rayman 3.
I can't say Brawlhalla without going Brawlhalla, holla, 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 holla.
Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. So I'm reading this. To commemorate 30 years of our
Show.
limbless hero, the champion of the Glade of Dreams himself is getting his first epic skin, inspired by his appearance with the heavy metal fist power-up from Rayman 3.
I'm sorry. Who the fuck calls Rayman the champion of the Glade of Dreams?
I think everybody has their own name in Brawlhalla. So give me a second here.
The champion of the Glade of Dreams. Motherfucker ain't got no arms.
Well, they're all
no
champions, right? So
dang, you really coming for my man. Has he not saved? I haven't played a bunch of Rayman games, so I don't know. Has he not saved all of his reality?
No.
I mean, his reality is in the dream of a sleeping god. So yeah, they all have stupid names.
Of course, that motherfucker knows the lore.
That's only the lore. That's only the lore in Rayman 2 because none of those games tie into each other in the slightest. Fucking great games, terrible franchise. Yeah, they all have stupid names. So, like, I'm looking at a character for Brawlhalla specifically named Nash. He looks like a caveman wearing, like, a tiger head. And he's the first real man.
First real man, as opposed to
the
first fake man.
I don't think there's anybody else that's a crossover character. I'm trying to quickly look through. And, like, Rayman seems to be the only one.
Okay.
I know they do a lot of skins, so maybe the other characters are skins, and Rayman is like he's his own character because they've done.
What's the other one that I'm thinking of that's not Brawlhalla?
Oh,
that had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and stuff.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
Oh, I do too, but I never played that. I think they have a sequel to that coming out soon.
Dude, I don't know. I can't keep up with all these free-to-play games.
And the problem is I can't even look up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like...
Well, they're whores. They're in everything.
We don't get everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
But they had their own Smash Brothers clone called Smash Up, so like I can't even fucking...
They did? I did not.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, I think... No, I didn't play that.
No one played it. It wasn't good.
Yeah. Poor Turtles. Can't catch a break.
Aren't they in something else coming up soon? Oh, Sonic. That's what it was.
Sonic, yeah.
Yes, I'm very excited for that.
I can't find it. I did a search for free-to-play platform fighters, and I still can't find it.
Hold on, let me see.
Brawlhalla came out in 2014.
Aether Dream or Aether?
Rivals of Aether is one of them, but I thought there was another one. I don't think that the Toidles were in Rivals of Aether, but I could be wrong.
Hold on.
For shizzle.
Damn it. Now I'm irritated because there's too many of these things, and like one of them gets a bunch of crossovers. I thought it was Brawlhalla. Apparently, I'm wrong.
Dude, it don't matter.
I thought it was Brawlhalla too.
None of this matters.
It don't matter. None of this matters.
None of this matters. Valve has registered something called the Steam Frame. People are, I guess, it's supposed to be a console.
Oh Lord.
Maybe.
What else we got here? Atari CEO Wade Rosen told Video Game Chronicles about the three remasters he would love to see. They include Panzer Dragoon Saga, Ogre Battle, and Snatcher. Yeah, dude.
Snatcher?
Everybody would.
I mean, I'd play that.
So, I don't know. I know Anthony does not like this guy, but I saw the dude from Limited Run Games tweet the other day that he just got the license to a game that he's been chasing for like 10 years.
Well, yeah, and we'll see it in 10 years.
Can you let me finish before you fucking go after him?
No.
Jesus Christ. So I replied and I said, Eternal Champions, right? Right? And then he replied later saying somebody in the comments got it right, but I'm not going to say who it was. I'm like, oh, I have hope.
Oh my god! I just want to know who that
time
nigga
for the
is
movie.
shooting at.
Well, speaking of movies, Mortal Kombat got delayed to 2026, and now the Street Fighter movie has an official date of October 16th of 2026. So we're getting both of those movies in the year of our Lord 2026.
I
One of those
honestly
movies
think.
I have hope
Go
for.
ahead. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Because that Street Fighter movie, I don't know who that's fucking for. But when you look at that poster, you can't even tell who's playing who based off of this. Like,
you clearly
That
can
shit's
see that Jason Momoa is playing Blanca. Clearly.
yeah, that's, yeah.
Booty Cheeks, the video game, the movie.
Yeah.
I just, oh,
You know who
man.
it's for? Everybody on the show, because everybody here will probably watch it.
No, I won't.
I
Maybe
don't
not
know that
you.
I will.
I'll watch it.
Well,
I
you know
don't give a
what?
I
fuck.
watched the Minecraft movie, and I will watch the Minecraft movie again before I ever give that hunk of shit any money.
Well, Paramount's also apparently making a Call of Duty film, and they turned down Steven Spielberg?
Spielberg.
Which is
What a
wild.
Like, how do you say no to Steven?
What gets me the most with that one is that, like, wasn't Medal of Honor Steven Spielberg's
That
thing?
was his thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
You idiots.
No, yeah. Like, why would you turn? I mean, Medal of Honor was huge back then. You know,
Back
so
in the day.
I don't know why they turned down if he was interested. Because the Call of Duty movie, on paper, is going to be generic as fuck.
You know what?
So
it's
why
gonna be?
wouldn't
It's
you have a
gonna be-
legendary director behind it? Like,
It's gonna be the Jarhead sequels, as made by the WWE, where it's total just
I
bro
can see that.
shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Dave Bautista's going to be in it.
Hey, did you see that The Rock is apparently super small now too? He's back to his human,
ton of weight.
his human size.
Well, you know, what, like, I saw the perfect comment on Twitter when somebody said, "What happened to The Rock?" And somebody was like, a doctor told him if he didn't want his heart to explode, that he should probably trim down a little bit.
Exactly that. Right. That was the perfect comment.
Like, bro, when you hit 50 plus, you need to calm down.
Yeah. You can no longer be an Incredible Hulk out here, my guy.
Fucking, The Rock couldn't act his way out of a paper bag.
Listen, I got into, well, not really a debate. I just kind of followed it. I was just silently agreeing because I didn't want to tag in. Wasn't feeling like being a keyboard warrior at the moment over on Twix. But they were talking about the wrestler who had become like the best actor and stuff. And it's crazy because some people was talking about, oh no, Hulk Hogan was really good. Some people giving it to The Rock, but the most people, and I actually thinking about it, I think it's probably true, was putting like John Cena at number one, and then
John Cena, because he can do comedy extremely well, which is something The Rock wishes he could do.
Dave Bautista's the best.
Yeah, Batista's got range,
the modern
I think he has more range. Yeah, he has, because he's done a lot of stuff.
But I mean, like, arguably, between those two, and like, even before we talk about, like, fucking anyone that says Hulk Hogan's out of their fucking mind.
Yeah,
bro, that's what I was saying. I was like, are you fucking, have you seen Thunder in Paradise?
No, bro. You need that scene.
Roddy
you need that scene from No Holds Barred where he's holding the dude up and he's like, Dookie.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen it.
No Holds Barred is one of the worst movies that has ever been made.
You got to see the Dookie scene.
To watch it.
Google the Dookie scene.
Roddy Piper.
Watch that.
He was better.
What's
he was better than Hulk Hogan.
Dookie.
They Live is a great movie.
Yes.
Yep.
It's a classic. It's a John Carpenter.
Put my glasses on.
Yep. But yeah, sorry, got sidetracked talking about small people because I saw that thing with The Rock and I was like, oh, he's back to being a human-sized person. Good for him.
Now I'm digging through the rest of the news. I don't see a ton of stuff. I did want to bring up that Marvel Rivals Season 4 is launching September 12th and apparently coming to the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I saw that. Which is, crazy, but the player base.
Yeah, the player base in China is probably, like 90%? Console-wise, PlayStation 4. Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah, so it makes sense, but yeah, it's crazy.
I like how people use this as a console war thing. Like, look, no Xbox One version. I'm like, bitch, ain't nobody playing exclusively on Xbox One. When you stupid.
Right, so that would make no sense. Like,
Xbox guys moved on. They're like, we'll just move to the next one.
yep.
I don't. Let's see a bunch of other stuff on here. Yeah, I think that's about it for the. See if there's anything happen after this was posted. I don't think so. Somebody asked Capcom about an Onimusha 3, but they said they don't have enough people to work on it, and they're currently working on Onimusha Way of the Sword.
Wait, like remastering 3?
I'm basically doing what they did to 1 and 2. That remaster thing.
I honestly figured. Well, no, because they all have real actors.
We can't pay for Jean Reno's fucking likeness.
Yeah, see,
So
that's what I
instead,
figured. The
playing
hang
this
up with
generic
being.
Frenchman.
Generic Frenchman.
It's just Jean Reno, but they've put a fucking curly mustache on him. And a
Where's your
fucking
curly
Jesus.
mustache at?
What is the Inspector Clouseau? What?
Yeah, I think of New York Nick.
I am the French.
Wow. Okay. Just gonna let that one slide on by.
Walk on by.
Dookie.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up because I have not seen that film.
Dude, that film
You
is
should look up.
so bad. I knew it was bad when I was
one
a
of the worst
kid.
movies of all time.
I knew it was bad when I was a kid, and I still watched it because I was like, "Oh, Hulk Hogan in the movie, yay!" But yeah, that movie is. Oof. We do have one tweet. This is an interesting question. This comes from John. He says, "Hey guys, back in the day when you really wanted a snack of the sweet variety and you didn't have anything at the house, what was your go-to improv snack? Maybe making something into cereal that's not cereal, or some other kind of concoction may suggest the sugar sandwich."
Can't go wrong with a sugar sandwich. I have had one of those as a child.
Have
Not
you
gonna
really?
lie. Yeah. Can't go wrong with a sugar sandwich.
I mean, I did something similar with, like, you make some toast and you spread some, like, cinnamon on it or something.
Oh yeah, cinnamon sugar toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that too. Yep.
Yeah, that's
You put a little butter down, then sprinkle the
Baller.
cinnamon and sugar over the top. Yes, that's
Put a
good
little
shit.
butter down. Butter down.
Mm-hmm.
My go-to snack. My wife still thinks this is so gross. I used to just eat Kraft American singles slices by themselves.
Jesus Christ, Ryan.
Oh wow, you are
Or
you're a better man than I.
No, those are
or,
gross.
Or I would make this is even grosser. Make a sandwich with just bread, a couple American singles. Now this is not a hot sandwich.
Oh,
Bread, a couple Kraft American singles, and some mustard.
Jesus Christ.
Well, no, I would get down on that. I can't eat the Kraft singles plain, like apparently you can, but like with some crackers, like folded into
Because you don't like eating
and put it on a
plastic.
cracker, eat it. Like I could do that type of shit, or a cheese sandwich like you had. I could do that. But
There's
fuck it,
only
not by itself.
Kraft singles only have serve one purpose: grilled cheese or cheeseburgers.
Grilled cheese.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Sometimes they hit for a snack. I don't know.
No.
Like, I can eat them
Telling you.
cold.
No. Kraft single by itself is the grossest shit ever. It's nasty.
No, thank you.
That is definitely some poor people food, though. Just
Oh,
eat a
yeah,
fucking
for sure.
Kraft ass
Oh,
single.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
We've all been there.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
Fucking saltines, crackers, and peanut butter.
I'm
That's
really
nice.
glad that
I would get down on that as
Yeah,
a snack.
yeah.
I do that today.
I was
Yep.
trying to convince my son to try saltines and peanut butter the other day, and he swears to me that they don't go together.
Dude,
And I said,
what?
no,
My kid's the same way.
Dude,
You're
no
wrong.
way.
That's so weird.
You can make local sandwiches out of them. They're so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that we no longer talk about like Cheese Whiz.
Oh,
I
man.
I used to love easy
used to-
cheese.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
Easy
fucking-
cheese on a cracker. Yeah, we used to do that shit all the time.
You know how much cancer you got from sticking that can in your mouth and just huffing
Oh, it's fine. I don't care.
Probably a lot. I guess Anthony was never a fan. You didn't like the squeezy cheese?
Well, we didn't have squeezy cheese in Canada. We had Cheese Whiz, which was like. Do you have that in the States?
Yeah,
Or is that
Cheese
like
Whiz.
a...
Yeah, it's the
Cheese Whiz,
same
we got
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Ugh, no, texture-wise, but no, bad.
I got you. No, I used to love. I haven't had that in a long time.
Do they
But,
still even make cheese in a can? I don't know. Like, do they?
I'd assume they do. It just you probably. Let's put it this way: once you are out of the, this is a mandatory food I have to eat because I'm too poor to.
You can still buy it.
You
It's
get
in
real
Kroger's.
cheese?
Yeah.
Yep.
They
Yeah,
even
that's
have
what I was going to say. I've only ever seen it like in like not name brand. Like I've never seen like the Kraft version. I've only seen like Kroger's brand.
I was going to say that Kroger still
dark
has
cheddar
a
shit.
can. Yeah, it's called Go Cheese.
Yep.
Go cheese.
Go cheese sounds bad.
Cheese Whiz just says it only comes in a jar. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
There
all
it is.
I've ever known it. Yeah, it's a glass jar that it used to come in. Probably doesn't even come in a glass jar anymore.
No,
probably
it's a glass
plastic.
jar. It's a glass jar.
Oh shit!
15,
nice.
15 ounces,
Thin
$5.49 at Kroger's. You want to pick that up?
I wouldn't recommend it at all in the slightest.
Dude, you can order it on Amazon apparently, yeah.
Oh,
Ritz.
you can order a lot of stuff on Amazon. Order anything else.
I got this for you right
Man.
here. It's only $50 and you can order easy cheese in bulk.
That's like
Why do you need it in
that's like
bulk?
boiling hot dogs
Well,
and then cutting them up and putting them inside Kraft mac and cheese and then putting ketchup in it.
That's excellent. Well, without the ketchup.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
yeah,
the
I
ketchup.
either-
The ketchup kind of threw that off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love.
Trust me, it's
I
not my
love
thing. It's never been my
a
thing.
better cheddar cut up in some Kraft mac and cheese. Hell yeah!
Come on now, that's good eating.
Would you say better cheddar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you
when you
Johnsonville has the smoked sausages that have cheese on the inside of them.
you can't
Mhm.
you can't make boxed mac and cheese without putting extra cheese in it. You can't do that. You gotta put extra cheese in it.
100%.
I do.
I eat an entire box of Kraft mac and cheese all by myself with no.
I would do the same.
Just using the
without
powder?
putting extra.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
put extra
Me
cheese
too.
in that shit.
It's so weird because like I have to specify that it's Kraft mac and cheese because otherwise it's known as Kraft dinner up here.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kraft dinner.
I didn't know
Oh
that.
come on, you know
Oh.
that from South Park. We're gonna have Kraft
wait,
dinner,
that's right.
Terrence and Philip.
That's right.
The only reason I knew that it was called Kraft dinner up there was because of the Bare Naked Ladies.
The first time I heard it was the Terrence and Philip episode. Not without my anus.
They went they went like big like guys like cancel culture's bad, okay? And all I gotta say is who the fuck was canceling the Bare Naked Ladies?
Nobody.
Did somebody
Oh, like
cancel
you
the Bare Naked
you
Ladies?
grifting losers! Like, come on now. They're like, this woke stuff is bad. I'm like, all right,
Dude, did you see
okay.
the new episode of South Park? It's called Walk is Dead.
I
have
saw
not
some of
seen
it.
it.
Butters is trying to buy something for
It's
his
it's the
girlfriend. I need to finish
Labubu's.
it.
Labubu's.
Yeah.
Oh god, the
Oh
fucking
yeah. And the
And
Labubus
the
are
import-
demon possessed.
Yeah, you like
Yeah.
use them for a seance or something if you get the rare one.
Yep. Yeah, he's trying to, and he's having to contend with the tariffs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I need to finish it. But what I saw, I laughed.
$85 for the Labubu
Yeah.
because of tariffs. You pay tariffs.
$85.
Well, he changed. It's like it's not Shitty Walk anymore. It's called Shitty Pop Up Store.
Yep. Welcome to
shitty
Shitty
pop-up
Pop-Up Store.
Yeah.
And that's what he says too. Welcome to Shitty Pop-Up Store, or whatever
God
it's called.
damn
But
it.
yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, that show.
They're
Yeah,
killing
do
it
they
this
acknowledge
season.
that do they acknowledge that he's not Asian?
Oh, they.
I haven't seen that far, but I've seen in past episodes they definitely they have.
Well, he
done
went to
that a lot,
war
right?
in that one episode, right? With the Chinese against somebody. Like he was fighting on
He
the
did.
Great Wall.
I think it was the Japanese
Oh, yeah, he went to
guy or
Mongolian.
Mongolian.
The
It was
Mongolians.
a Mongolian.
Goddamn
Yeah.
Mongolian.
But then,
Yep.
but later on, they were like, "Oh yeah, he's actually not Asian. He's just an insane white guy who has multiple
Yeah.
personality disorder.
Yep,
Jesus
I remember that. Yeah, that yeah, he's not really Asian.
He's like a weird doctor, and then like loses, and then also like is like the Asian character he plays consistently. Yeah, something else.
Oh man, love that show.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it for this week. If you want to send us some tweets, we're at ZTGD Radio on Blue Sky and Twitter. You can send us emails to podcasts at ztgd.com. I just checked the inbox. There was nothing in there. It was empty. It was sad. It was lonely.
Aw.
You should send something in there. But anyway, that's it. Unless anybody has anything else, it is the first NFL Sunday of the season.
Oh, shit. Yeah,
So
you
it's
happy.
It's about to get crazy. Dude, there's already been 2 football games. There was one Thursday and there was one Friday. Then there's just 7 hours today and then another game tomorrow.
Yeah, I heard something about the Dallas Eagles game. Like, the nigga got ejected like 6 seconds into the game because he spit on
he
somebody
spit
or
on
something.
Dak.
After Dak spit on him.
Well, he didn't actually
nothing
spit on
happened to
him.
Dak.
He spit on the ground.
Yeah, he sure
They're
spit
playing in
towards him.
Dallas?
I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, sure, yeah, it was headed towards him, but yeah, the other dude was stupid. See, the thing about football is you don't get a penalty. Don't be the second person to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, the plausible deniability.
Yeah, if they do it to you, don't do it back, because then you go away. That's how it works. That's the rule of football. You should know that. Like, if you're a player, you know that. Come on now.
Right. Well, he know now.
No, he
That's
probably
for sure.
doesn't. That guy's kind of messed up from what I hear. So
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
anyway, that's it from us this week. We'll be back next week with more video games. Peace, bitches.
Alrighty. And it goes something like this.